All right, let's review solving absolute value equations and recall that the absolute value is your distance from 0 on my very Art Deco here number line. And so if we are looking at the absolute value of x, then we are saying that x is this distance x from 0 on the number line, but I just don't know whether it's going to be here at negative x or x. All right, let's do some practice problems for absolute value inequalities. So I have my absolute value all nicely isolated on one side of the inequality, so I'm ready to think about what this means on a number line. So I'm just going to sketch myself a number line to work on down here, and the only quantity that I'm interested in at the moment is 0 on this number line. What this absolute value inequality is telling me is that the absolute value of p plus 9 is greater than 15. Well, 15 as a distance, an absolute value from 0 is here at positive 15 and here at negative 15. And I know that this quantity p plus 9 is greater than that. This absolute value is greater than that. So this distance from 0 is greater than 15. Well, that means that p plus 9, and it's a solid circle because it's greater than or equal to, p plus 9 must be out here, or p plus 9 must be over here. And once I think about that, I can easily split this up. So I have p plus 9 is less than or equal to negative 15, or p plus 9 is greater than or equal to 15. And now I just need to solve the two of these and graph that final answer on my supplied number line. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides, and I have p is less than or equal to negative 24, and I need to make that look like a p, not, there we go, or my p is greater than or equal to 6. So here's my final answer numerically. And I need this to be an or because these are going out in separate directions. They can't both be true. No number can be both less than or equal to negative 24 and also greater than 6. That wouldn't make sense. So we're going to say that my 6 is here, and off we go this way. And that my negative 24 is right about here, and we're going to go off this way on our supplied number line. So there we go. First problem done. All right, next problem. Our absolute value is not isolated, so I can't say just where my absolute value is with respect to 0 on the number line until I get that isolated. So let's do that first. Absolute value of 6 plus x plus 6 is less than or equal to 12. Subtract 6 from both sides to isolate my absolute value. I have 6 plus x, and the absolute value is less than or equal to 6. And now I'm ready to sketch my number line. Again, the number I'm interested in here to begin with is 0. And I know that this quantity is within 6 of 0. So within 6 away from 0, I have 6 and negative 6. And again, it is a less than or equal to, so I'm going to be using closed circles. Now this time, this is less than or equal to 6, so it is within 6. 6 plus x must be here or here. And I should probably not say or, because what I mean is and. It is both more than negative 6 and less than 6 in order for it to be within 6 of 0. It can't be over here and it can't be over here, so we need to meet both conditions of more than negative 6 and less than 6. So let's set up our inequalities to solve here. We have 6 plus x is greater than or equal to negative 6, and 6 plus x is less than or equal to 6. So subtracting 6 from both sides, I have 6 is greater than or equal to negative 12, and subtracting 6 from this side, x is less than or equal to 0. So we want to graph that on the number line. I'm just going to grab a slightly larger size pen so I can do this more easily. Again, we want solid circles because we have the or equal to. So we want to go from negative 12 to 0, and we just want to fill in this whole distance here. One thing we can keep in mind whenever I have and is that I can combine this notation because we're going from negative 12, that is less than or equal to x, up to x is less than or equal to 0, and we can write this as a combined statement because it's an and statement. Only and statements that are going to form a solid segment can be written as a combined statement. If you have an or statement, you can't write it as a combined statement, and in that case you would be going off to the sides instead of having a contained segment. So that's our second problem. We're getting long, so we'll continue with the next two problems on the next video.